Holy heck, the leaks are pouring in like crazy now, and it's time to get excited. Oculus Connect is in just 2 days, and we've already started to get a ton of information about what could be announced at Connect as far as hardware. Let's dive right into it. First of all, there are 4 brand new videos that showcase this new device, or at least the black version. And yes, I said version. There seems to be 2 different versions. In fact, what you're looking at on the screen right now seems to be the 3D models of a white version, but there seems to be 2 actual versions of this new device, Quest device, if you will, which lines up very well with some things that have been being said. Now, when I planned on making this video, I actually was going to talk about how the black version was going to be enterprise based on the videos, and I'm not sure if we're going to get a second device that is going to be gaming related, but that could have all changed with this. Let's go ahead and go and break down some of the things in these videos as well as the new information we have today. Before we get too far into it, let me give some thanks out here. Basti564, again, doing the work we all need done and finding all of this stuff. And also Samulia from Reddit really pushing this as well and giving Basti the ideas to be looking for this stuff. So thank you both for all of this information. Also, one quick shout out to Sadly It's Bradley and all of his what he would call ramblings over the last few months about what Oculus had coming, and it seems to be coming true. Let's break down some of these videos. This is the first video that was leaked. Now, these ones do show a black device, and it's going to show mostly productivity stuff, which makes me believe this is a productivity model. But the first thing I want to call out is the design of the headset. Now, this design is very different from any Quest device that we have seen before. There seems to be a mirrored finish on the front. The top of the headset seems to rest against the head, much like some of the aftermarket straps we've been seeing for the Quest 2. It also seems to have a fixed head strap, which could be detrimental to some of the custom head straps we've been seeing that have been doing so well. This is also a Halo style strap, using that top part to rest against the forehead and what looks to be a ratchet in the back to tighten down the headset. Now, if you look down at the bottom of this frame, you'll see the controllers, which matches up with the leaked controllers we'd seen in the past with no rings and having cameras on the controllers to track themselves. One thing to note that you can see in this frame is a base. Now, I don't know if both versions will have this base, but at least the productivity version seems to have a base that you set the controllers on, and if you look, you can actually see where the headset would go as well. There looks to be contacts on this base, so it's possible this is a charging station that comes with the headset, or at least is available for purchase after the fact, which would make sense because part of the leak before with the controllers was that they were going to be rechargeable. So if that does end up being the case, then that would make total sense to have a charging accessory of some kind. And it's possible even the headset uses this base to charge, which would be a pretty awesome addition to the platform. Now, as you play through this video, you're mostly going to see productivity stuff using hand tracking. There's the controllers being grabbed right there, and you can see the charging ports for the controllers themselves. And you can actually see what looks like contacts, metal contacts, where the headset would go as well. Now, these controllers, again, are ringless. They do look pretty much identical to the controllers we saw in the leak, except instead of having a PSP style joystick, it has the traditional touch controller style joystick, which I'm very happy about because I was kind of worried about that. I really didn't want PSP style joysticks on these controllers. This will work way better with this just traditional type of joystick we've been getting on the Quest and Quest 2. Now, like I said, this is definitely about productivity as it's showing 3 models. Now, the next video shows something similar with this lady typing on a keyboard. A call comes in on her computer, she taps it with her hand, stands up, and she's in a 3D environment, meeting with someone, going over 3D models. Again, productivity stuff, not a lot to really talk about in this video, except this view of the controller. Now, you can see the buttons better here and the cameras that we've talked about before. You can see one at the top and one on the side. These are the tracking cameras that'll allow this controller to actually track itself. You can see this person using it to draw on the whiteboard, which is exactly like what we do with the Quest 2 controller if you turn it upside down and you're using Workrooms. Now, this video is one of the most interesting videos we have yet. We get a really good look at the headset here. You can see a very clear view of the front. The mirrored image on the front looks to be a port on the right-hand side, which I'm guessing is the headphone jack, as that's where the headphone jack has been the last couple iterations. Again, you can see the strap here that rests against the forehead to keep the headset off of your face, and you can see the bulky part of the ratcheting device in the back. This is actually showing someone creating an avatar with hand tracking, and it seems to indicate, if you watch here for just a second, that you might be able to use full body tracking, as these movements are being tracked, the jumping, the leg moving, the arm moving, and you can actually see a button be pressed that looks like some sort of motion button or tracking button as the avatar is just standing still. And as soon as this button is pressed, all of a sudden, the tracking seems to turn on. Now, what does this mean? This means we could get a full body tracking. Now, I'm going to show you a document on the screen right now that was also found, and this is a patent that Oculus just filed very recently. This showcases using a mirror to actually get full body tracking. You can see here in these pictures that it uses a full-length mirror to actually track for full body tracking. Now, I don't know how this is going to work exactly. I don't know how to read patents. I don't really know how to read technology stuff when it comes to this. But it seems to indicate that with a full-length mirror, you can get full body tracking. I don't know what all of this means. There are other people out there that can answer this question better. I hope that we don't need a full-length mirror that you can punch using full-body tracking, because that seems like a really bad idea. I mean, it seems kind of cool for social stuff, I guess, if you could fit a full-length mirror. I really hope that that's not the case, to be honest with you. I don't think that's the solution we've been looking for, a full-length mirror needed for full-body tracking. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments about that. I personally don't like it, but if that's what we end up getting, that's what we end up getting. Now, this last video actually showcases two people playing Beat Saber together, a call coming in, and that person jumping in with them to this environment, and then switching over to another game, it looks like, that is a high-up game, and then switching over to a movie theater. Now, the headset is not shown in this instance. It's all inside of VR, so we don't know which video this is coming for, whether it's the productivity one or it's the gaming one. Now, the rumor is that there are two headsets, and it seems to be confirmed by those 3D images, and I'll put those back on the screen right now. Those 3D models, or these aren't really models, they're actually textures, I believe, for inside of the headset in VR. These are actually white. Now, the videos themselves, they show black. And the rumor that was going around a little while ago, and that several of us have gotten emails on from different people saying that this was the case, is that a black headset would be launching for productivity, enterprise type of stuff, and a white headset will be launching for gaming, sticking with the Quest 2 colors. So one headset for gaming, Quest 2 colors, while the other headset is for the productivity stuff and additional social interaction, probably with full body tracking, although maybe both have it, and that one would be black. So that'll differentiate the two between each other. These models seem to indicate that that is accurate, as the videos themselves, which are very polished and finished, which tells me that this is a device that probably is well into production and not something we're just going to see a tease of. That tells me there's a black version of this, and every time the black version was shown, it was shown actually doing productivity work. Now, the gaming one doesn't show a headset, so we have to make assumptions on this. But the white headset has not been shown yet, and I highly doubt they're going to sell two different versions of the same headset for productivity with two different colors. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Let's just take a look at these models really quickly. You can see the buttons, the A and the B button in this controller, the Oculus button, where the joystick goes. You can actually see at the bottom right-hand corner, that is the connector for the charging port, it seems like. So it does seem like the white model is going to have the same type of charging port. And there is no ring. This is all just stripped down. It looks really weird because of the way that this skin is working, so you can't really tell exactly what's going on. But moving over to the other controller, here's the Y and the X buttons. There is the menu button. Now, there's a couple of different ones for the headset. This one seems to be the strap of some kind. That back piece seems to be a hole where your head would go. Not where your head would go, but where at the back of the base of your head is my assumption. In fact, the design of this seems to be very much like some of the aftermarket head straps we've seen for the Quest 2. This is the headset itself. You can see the front with the Oculus logo and the mirrored finish. It's almost like a gray-white finish. The front looks very interesting with the mirroring on it. Now, one quick thing, if you remember, Boz showed an image of a black headset that was very mirrored on the front of it the other day. And we talked about this, and that's this one right here. This seems to indicate that that was more than just a tease. That was a foreshadowing of what was coming. These two pieces here look to be where the lenses are going to be. So really, what does all of this mean? This means that there is definitely headsets going to be announced at Connect. And I would wager 2 headsets. Originally, when I was going to make this video, I didn't want to get anyone excited. I didn't want to say, oh, there's a new Quest for gaming coming out. I was actually going to temper everyone's expectations, and I still want to temper your expectations because I believe that if we see headsets announced, they're not launching right away. I think they're going to be launching next year, at least the gaming one. It's possible the productivity one will launch sooner to get into the market sooner because it's more needed than the gaming one. The Quest 2 is already a great device and it's doing great things for VR, so we may not need that one necessarily next, but I'm guessing we're probably seeing right here with these 2 headsets a Quest 3 and a Quest 3 Pro, or something along those lines, much like what I've seen other people talking about, like sadly it's Bradley. One version that's designed for gaming, while the other Pro version is designed specifically for productivity and social stuff with a focus on business. We have no idea what the specs are going to be. That's one thing that has not leaked and actually leaked the last time. If I find out anything in the next 2 days, I'll probably do a video on specs as well. As of right now, we've just got these images, so we know 100% for sure there are definitely headsets. 2 of them, it would seem. The rumors have been true for quite a long time, it would seem like now, and it'll be interesting to see exactly where this goes. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you think this is going to be 2 headsets, one for gaming, one for productivity, if you think it's just going to be for productivity, if you could care less because the Quest 2 is the ultimate VR device in your mind right now, let me know that down in the comments too. I love breaking down stuff like this and doing speculative type stuff, so if you enjoy that too, please give the video a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to the channel for more information as we get it. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around with my ramblings. Hopefully we'll have more information soon, and I will definitely be seeing you on Friday as we break down what happened at Connect this Thursday. Thanks so much for watching, stay safe, and happy questing.